My name is Reed Yobe, and there are a few tips that I would like to share with you on how to make this year the best year ever. And the tips that I'm going to share with you, you can make use of them in the years to come. At the beginning of each and every year, I would advise that you do that, and you will be very successful. Let us agree on a few things before we move on. There are things that you cannot change. Anything outside of you, you cannot change. You may try and succeed in some other areas, but it's not guaranteed. As we step into the new year 2024, we all look forward and hope that it's going to be a better year. But no one knows what 2024 has in store for us. I'm not being negative, but there could be another pandemic waiting for us as far as this year is concerned. I'm just giving you an example. You know what happened to us in 2020 when the whole world was locked down. And there is nothing that you can do about it. You can't even change government policies. The government might come up with new policies that might affect the way you do business. You can't change people. You've got relatives, you've got friends, you've got customers, you've got suppliers. All these people might make some decisions and changes that might affect the course of your business. So any resolution that depends on other people, that depends on the government, that depends on nature, cannot be relied upon. Of course, you have to do the best that you can to achieve. But how things are going to turn out is not guaranteed. So then the question that I have is, how can one be successful? You must work more on yourself. As the year begins, look at yourself. Sit down and try to be as honest as you possibly can to yourself. Make a list of the strengths, of your own strengths and weaknesses. Make a list of the areas that you think you need to improve. And ask yourself some serious questions. What can I do in order for me to become strong in this area where I am weak? What can I do in order for me to maintain or increase strength in a particular area of my life? What kind of a person are you? Try to be honest with yourself. As the year begins, what exactly do you really need to work on? Is it patience? Do you need to be more kind? Try to be honest with yourself. Look at your character. Look at your personality. There is a lot that can change. if you change. As an individual, you must change. Try to ask yourself some serious questions. Like, for example, why don't I get along with certain people? What is the reason? Why do I fail to get along with certain people? If you've got anger issues and you need to take classes or anger management courses, you have to do that. If you are weak in that particular area, if it is confidence that you lack, you have to work on it. This year, you have to sit down and ask yourself, what can I do? Because I am failing in this particular area. I so much lack confidence. I so much lack patience, which is affecting the way in which I deal with customers or the way in which I deal with my suppliers. You probably need to be more slow to anger. Do you talk too much? Some people talk too much. And they really need to learn how to listen. Maybe that's your weakness. You can't just have a conversation with someone else without finishing sentences for them. Do you really need to learn on how to give people time to explain themselves? Which probably could be one of the reasons why you are having difficulty in having meaningful relationships with people. You're probably too quick to jump into conclusions. Try to be honest with yourself. There is a lot that can change in your life if you, as a person, change. Do you get any compliments from your customers? Are they happy with the service that you're giving them? Are your suppliers happy with your service? Look at yourself. I see a lot of people who are making it in business, who are doing well, but they can do better if they could be honest with themselves and change certain things. Because one thing that you have to understand is being powerful can also be a disadvantage to a certain extent. Just imagine you are the boss, you are the one who owns the company. Your subordinates may see certain areas of your life, may know about your weaknesses, but they cannot maybe they do not have the guts to confront you and tell you about it. You probably don't have anyone around you that has got the guts to tell you as far as your weak areas are concerned. Try as much as you possibly can to be honest with yourself. Look yourself in the mirror. If you can't see any problem, try to find someone else that can help you out. Make this year the best year ever. But what I'm telling you, it's not about making more money. It's not about having more customers. It's not about, finishing that course that you started maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. Of course, all those things are important. But there are certain things that can just come to you the moment you change. improve, change, and become the best version of yourself. When you become the best version of yourself, you attract things. There are certain things that you are struggling to get, that you're fighting for to get, which can just come to you naturally without you having to make an effort. Only if you can work on yourself and change. So this is what I just thought of sharing with you. In any area of your life, be it personal, business, or any other area, work more on yourself and you will see what will happen. Thank you. My name is Reed Yobe. My name is Reed.